Welcome to my project Antiqua. I'm Halan Shegawariga. Antiqua is an immortality project for human beings. Uh, I am a curious person. I love enjoying the environment, especially venturing into these uh, areas like the deep sea, other planets, or even other galaxies. However, right now we don't even have the technology to facilitate us to visit those other planets and galaxies, or even our body are not well adapted into surviving into any other kind of environment. For instance, you cannot be able to survive deep in the sea because there's no oxygen. You cannot be able to live underwater. Again, you cannot be able to survive in other planets because of some don't have oxygen. They are highly concentrated carbon dioxide or even nitrogen. So something else is like I love experiencing these nostalgic moments. For instance, replaying my memories and maybe rewatch a certain period in a life. Like there's some period in life where I yearn to revisit. So this project is motivated by my curiosity to be able to live for more than 1,000 years and see how the world will evolve. I'm just curious to see how the world will be at that time, how space travel will be. Another thing is I want to experience the environment like firsthand. Another thing is about losing our loved ones. I don't want that to happen in the coming future. So now uh, I'm addressing this problem. Our current body forms are fragile. Like, for instance, we don't have a backup. If someone dies, you cannot be able to restore them because you don't have a brain backup or a body backup. For instance, uh, if you go to live somewhere, let me even say, under the ocean, there's no, without any instrument, maybe you have heard of the accident which occurs in the, maybe in the ocean, people will get suffocated because in the ocean there's no food or oxygen there. So my project aims at improving these current body forms, making them more electronic and depending on other forms of energy so that you can be able to withstand any environment. As population expands, we can also migrate into other planets without with just our current body form, like they'll be able to adapt in any environment. Something else is uh, I want to enable people to be able to relive in their past moment. You can just go back to a certain memory and replay it virtually. So the what I'm building to be a very complex machine learning model and embedded systems. They'll be working together. I want to ensure that the brain data can be transferred into the computers. The brain data can be stored in electronic form so that you can have an instance whereby we can transfer our brain data regularly into uh, secure uh, electronic storage for backup. So the first step will be to first of all is create a machine learning algorithm that we will be using to train this model so that it can be able to learn just like the way a human being learns to acquire their behavior. The next step will be to create, like, as a human being, you interact with a lot of videos, like your eyes are like recording a lot of videos which you learn from them. So there's need of a file compression algorithm which will make sure that these videos are compressed to take less space but maintain high quality. These videos will also be used to replay memories without any omission of any memory. Lastly, there will be step 3, not lastly, but Now, this is the part whereby the brain produces some electromagnetic waves, and I am looking into tapping them, create an antenna that can amplify them, and we can use that as a medium to connect the brain with the computer. Then we'll need, there will be a portal, a mobile and desktop and a web app, where which will be highly secure, where individuals can sign up to observe their backed up data. There may several issues which are affecting this project. Like for instance, I talked about replicating some of the African presidents, replicate them, then take them into isolation, so that you can have a replica of them ruling. So, but they'll be ruling under my instruction to curb corruption, so that at least we can move Africa out of the poor status. So I know many people may be concerned about security breaches, maybe your data leaking and being known, but there'll be a strong AI encryption. Uh, we have these religious people, like religion. Religion dictates that you cannot be able to recreate the soul. However, the behaviors are formed by consistently learning from a certain environment, meaning that, but with time, they will soon adapt as they have been adapting. They may reject it at first, but they will soon adapt to it. Maybe this the second is the body which was promised by Jesus. Then you have professional users, like this is a long-term project which you need improvement over time and hours of development. So you may have professionals regarding it has to be long-term, and finding a team may be a bit hard. However, this project which I've initiated is the future. This is the future of things. Like the future aims at creating things that solve the exact problem we are solving, and regardless of the above situations or the problem which may be faced, I'll be able to walk over them because the vision is strong. Thank you. This is the end of my presentation.